Hey there, welcome back to the Moperator. My name is Joe Reitz. On our last video, we actually built this vibe-coded SEO and AEO optimization tool. So you can see, kind of roughly how it works. We're implemented through the AI gateway, Vercel's AI gateway. You could also just throw an Anthropic key on here or OpenAI or whatever model you want to use. And you drop a title, your body content, some optional fields if you want to talk about who your audience is or a target keyword. And then what you get back is just all the basic SEO metadata that you would put on your post. And even the AEO data, so like how AI tools will read and interpret your post and find it on the internet. So some useful stuff. Also generates an OG image. I went a little ham with this in between the last video in terms of like, hey, it's a branding opportunity, so I'm going to throw the logo on it. But this is great. A couple years ago, we would have been fine with just this and say, let me just copy paste these values into my post or and update the schema manually. But what I actually ended up doing. I'm gonna make this a short video. No one wants to watch me prompt Claude. But basically what I asked Claude to do was three things in the code base. What we're looking at here is actually the code base for the Moperator website. And the three things I asked Claude to do were, one, I need to take a repo from one folder. So I basically gave it the folder path to where I build all my stuff. So I gave it this folder path, and I'm in this repo now. But I basically said, hey, take the repo, the code base that's in the Moperator SEO AEO optimizer folder, and incorporate it here. And I said specifically, I wanted to put it. I wanted to create a page that was under the studio page, and I also wanted to copy the schema that I'm using from there and make that part of my posts. And then as a stretch goal, I said, I don't really want to go to a separate tool and have to password protect this. I still did that. You can see we have this version of the tool here. There's not here. This version of the tool that I have password protected on my site. But the better option was I implemented. So you're seeing the back end of Sanity right now. On my post construction, but what I thought would be better is just to generate SEO buttons. So like almost agentically, we can just generate the content after I put a title in, draft whatever body copy I'm going to put into this post, and then let it rip. So give you an example. I've already run it on this post, but let's take like the last post. There's no data here. So now with this working, simply click this. It's going to say, hey, it's going to take 15 to 30 seconds to generate. It's calling Claude. Again, I'm just implemented through the AI gateway. So if I wanted to ever shift what AI models I'm using, I could simply just choose a different model and not have to worry about, am I using OpenAI? Am I having a Claude model do it? With as fast as AI is developing, like OpenAI was kind of everything this time a year ago. Now we use Claude a lot more in our day-to-day for a lot of these coding applications, but that will shift over time, so flexibility is key. But what you saw this do while I was killing time, buying time, yapping, is that it filled in based on the content of the post. It gave me an SEO title, it gave me a meta description, it gave me primary keywords and secondary keywords. It also generated an open graph image, and all of that rich JSON data that AI models LLMs are gonna love in terms of indexing my content. I'm actually gonna push that update and step through and do this on my other posts. But going back to the code base, what Claude did when I gave it those three things to do was essentially just create an integration plan and work down through it. So you can see first, install dependencies. There's things that it had to take from one repo and bring into this one. There's updating the post schema of how I had my Sanity posts created. I was mostly just out of box at that point, and I haven't really leaned into any sort of findability indexing best practices until now. So it updated the schema. I created some API routes that are going to basically enable that the optimizer to just fill in the data. And I also did create that page. I did password protect it just so it's there. I can always reference it. I can point to it as like an asset you can easily build. And then yeah, the other bits around automating the how it autofills and how all of that that I just showed you works. This started from one simple prompt of, hey, I need to do these three things. And like I said in the post, you want to be as prescriptive as possible in terms of where to put things. And when you're talking to something like Claude, it will tell you, it'll ask you questions back of like, here's an issue. Do you want me to do this or that? You just sit with it for a minute, and like you can't outsource your thinking, even when you're vibe coding. It's one of those universal truths. The more that you lean in and observe what's going on, the more you're going to learn and pick up, and it's just going to get that much easier and faster for you. So, but yeah, I mean, the outcome of this is just rad. I can go through all my content and just go to my generate SEO button, generate, and let it rip. Again, like this repo is of the base SEO optimizer is available here on the site. So feel free to fork it, add it to your own websites, your own tools, even for work. Even if you're not using Sanity, the same sort of approach would work with CMSs like Contentful or really anything. So. There's probably going to be some prompts you want to do, maybe remove the operator branding kind of stuff of like the OG image, but hope that's helpful. And it could not be easier. I mean, there's, like I said in the post, there's probably other ways that a developer might tell you to like combine one repo into another. What's great about this kind of approach, we've done this with the marketing toolkit, like at Vercel, as we build these tools, we'll just add a tile and say, hey, incorporate this here. And you could use that same approach with the marketing toolkit, with this, with whatever you want to use. So again, hope this was helpful. Very quick and easy. If you have questions, hit me up on LinkedIn or X.